All right, Shalom. It's the brother Malak coming back at you with this truth. First and foremost, I want to start off by saying, Call halal, Lahawa Nawa, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Marakah Kodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who well, peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect, the Bayath, Dawadah, the house of David. All right, so we're just going to jump right into it. All right. So I said I put in the biometric system of the United States in the RFID system in 6G towers, right? So it says the U.S. relies on the automated biometrics identification system, right, for massive centralized data storage and facial fingerprint verification, while RFID, often integrated with biometrics, provides a localized, rapid tracking for secure access. Future 6G networks will integrate these systems, offering an ultra-fast, secure connectivity for IoT, right, which is the Internet of Things, potentially enhance AI-driven behavioral authentication, all right, authentication, right. It says in real-time surveillance, right. That's the Homeland Security website, right. It says U.S. biometric system. It says operated by the Department of Homeland Security (DHS) is the latest respiratory, right, or respiratory, holding over 320 million unique identities and processing 400,000 daily transactions, right, for immigration. It says boarding security and law enforcement. It says RFID systems, radio frequency identification, used intensively for tracking, security, and authentication, right? Authentication, right? Including passive RFID and intimate tracking and secure facility access. It says it can be combined with biometric data for highly security access control. It says 6G towers, says future networks, right? That's what they're saying, but this is going to be before that. It's going to end up coming to fruition before that. These 6G towers, they're already in there, man. They already got these direct energy weapons in the midst, all right? It says expect to launch commercially around 2029 and 2030. These networks will provide the high-speed infrastructure needed for pervasive real-time data connectivity, including AI, robotics, and integrated sensing capabilities. So 6G is projected to facilitate sensing as a service, allowing network infrastructure to track objects, identified individuals via AI-powered behavioral and analysis, and provide secure communication. Right, like I said, you see. That's what 6G is all about. All right. It says the convergency of 6G, advanced radio RFID, right, which is RFID, and nationwide biometric databases aims to enhance national security, border control, and public safety while enabling smart city applications. See that? Right? Let's go here. Micah 2:1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. And what do you think you're talking about over there in Davos 2026? Right? But see, what they're showing you on the camera is what they're showing you on the camera. Right? You don't know the behind the scenes that's being talked about, the conspiracy that's being talked about that's going to be gradually pushed off on you. You see, which is already happening as of now. Right? The things that are going on, the psyopses, the news media. The word media or the word media just means middle, right? You see? Okay? So it says when the morning is light, they practice it. And that's what they're holding, a summit meeting. And they're practicing what their fruitions and their plans are to bring to what? This new breakdown of the old government system, right? To bring forth a new technocratical governance of AI drones, right? Palantir, Gideon, 15-minute city smart monitoring analysis, reporting, tracking. You see? It says, and is because it is in the power of the hand, Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? And now all of these are things of unrighteous decrees. Right? So you got Isaiah. Let's go to Isaiah 10:1. Isaiah 10:1, it says, woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees and write grievousness which they have prescribed, right? And they're writing grievousness which they have prescribed, right? So they're tearing down what you call these amendments, right? And bringing in what you call new digital amendments, right? Of slavery under a one world government ship, new world order society, right? Totalitarian, authoritarian government. All right, ran by what mainly 6G, reading your frequencies, your energy, your thought patterns, right? Things that they will be able to know. Okay, well, we sick before he's sick. How you know I'm sick? You'll be able to know because they're trying to play who? The Most High on the left hand side, right? So let's go to 2 Thessalonians, Salakia. 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter, the man of lawlessness, right? So let's see this here. Let's go down to verse 3. It says, let no man deceive you by any means, but that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, right? And that is the son of perdition. All right? You saw Edom, the so-called white man. As we can see, it says, who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called God. So, right, he's trying to get rid of it. The heavenly Father, the true, and his son, Yahushua, trying to replace and get rid of them and try to create everything in his own image. This is how this man is coming. Right? It says, who opposes and exalt himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is a God. Right? And how you do that? With artificial intelligence. Right? Creating fake foods and seeds and so on and so forth. Right? You see? Okay? It says, remember ye not that when I was with you, I told you these things, and now you know that withhold that he might be revealed in his time, and right? And we're revealing them. The men of the Lord is revealing them. The prophets, right? He's being revealed on every notion. Okay? And best believe we see that we watching this whole Davos 2026, right? You see, we watching what they put on the TV, but behind the scenes, we know what they're talking about behind the scenes, man. About their wickedness, man. All right? And their plans of a new world order to chip under a one world society, a Luciferian government. Right? The light bearers, Illuminati, the light bearers of what? The left-hand side of wickedness stuff. You see? But we are the light bearers on the right-hand side of righteousness. Right? It says, for the mystery of iniquity doeth already work, only he who will now will let until he be taken out the way. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth by the prophets, right? And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. And that's physical, when Yahushua show up with the angels. You see, it says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, right? It's a time, meaning adversary or against. Right? It says, with all powers and signs and lying wonders, his left hand miracles, AI, so on and so forth, right? Magician spells. You see? Witchcraft, stargazers, and so on and so forth. Right? Magiles, and so on and so forth, man. All right? So this man is the man of lawlessness. Okay? So let's do this here. Let's go in here. Let's get this here video real quick. Right?
Advances in artificial intelligence are leading to medical breakthroughs once thought impossible, including devices that can actually read minds and alter our brains to help treat conditions like anxiety, Alzheimer's.
But that technology raises privacy concerns. That's why Colorado passed a first of its kind law aimed at ensuring our private thoughts remain private. Your political reporter, Sean Boyd, joins us live from the Capitol tonight.
Sean, this is really mind-blowing even to think about.
Let's get this here.
Who has access to this technology?
Put this here in Psalms 2 and 1. Let's get it in the NLT. Let's read it in the NLT first. It says, "Why are the nations so angry, and why do they waste their time with futile plans?" It says, "The kings of the earth prepare for battle, and the rulers plot together against the Lord and against his counsel, against his anointed one." It says, "Let us break their chains. Let us break their chains," they cry, "and free ourselves from slavery to God." See? And that's what they're saying, right? This is what this New World Order is all about. Right? So let's go and read it over in the KJV. It says, "Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves together, and rulers take counsel together against Yahweh and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us." See? Right? They want to go about to establish their own world, right? And create everything in their own image, right? And say the Most High didn't do anything correct, right? That he doesn't know anything. He's not the supreme being. He's not the creator. He's not the author. He doesn't know anything, but they want to do it better. You see? And this is what these devils are saying, right? And they're setting up their plans, right? So let's get up out of here and let's go back into the KJV, right? So let's go over to the 10th chapter. Okay, as I always bring out.